Hello and welcome to this video presentation for my setup of midterm examinations. My name is Utsav Chaudhary. ID number is 6235222. So since the COVID pandemic has begun, we have shifted to online learning, and this means that our examinations are also conducted online. So today I will be showing you my experience and how I set up everything for my midterm examinations. In this video, I will be talking about the surroundings, the hardware and software I use, and also any problems I encountered during the examinations. So, along with that, I will also talk about whether we should conduct our exams online or we should conduct our exams offline. So first, I must set up my study table before starting any examination. So I usually have two spots where I can give my examinations. Both of them are in my bedroom. First one is the study table, which I use for everyday classes and for most of my examinations, which include writing or any calculation work. Second is a portable table which I have. I do my exams on this whenever I feel like there isn't any writing or any calculations required. No, it's only based on the. It only requires me to use my laptop. So as you can see, the equipments I use for my examinations is my laptop, a calculator, my phone, and I also have the chargers for my phone and my laptop. Along with that, I also keep a spare notebook to do any calculations or any mathematical questions. So if you ask about this being my ideal location, I would say it's not, because in a house full of family members, it can get very noisy, very busy, and it's hard for me to concentrate. So I'd say no because there was a lot of disturbance. But I do prefer a place where there's no one around, or there's no disturbance, no noise, or any sort of distraction from my exam. So, any suggestions I would give any of the people, or I would do myself for my final examination? I would ask my family members to keep the voice low and also try and inform them all about my examination schedule so they can prepare their own work and no one can come into my room to take any stuff or anything they require. So, do I make any arrangements before starting my midterm examinations? Yes, of course, I do, and I know everyone has to do some sort of arrangements. It could be getting the laptop ready, logging into the website, getting their workspace ready, the study table ready, asking family members not to barge in, or even logging into MS Teams to get on call with their Ajahn so that they can start the examination on time. So for me specifically, I make sure that everything I need is there. For example, my laptop, my charger, calculator for some exams like finance examinations, and I also keep my phone ready with full battery because I use that as my hotspot, because my current internet service provider is not so great. So that is my second option usually for my online examinations. I also try to keep my laptop plugged in at all times during the examinations. This is because I do not want my laptop to suddenly turn off or just get to low battery and waste my time to get the charger ready and plug it in. It could waste my precious time during the examinations. And because we have a very short period of time during examinations, and with such a huge amount of questions, it's very hard to even waste a few seconds on things like bringing the charger, plugging it in, and getting a notebook or pens ready. That's why I try to make all these arrangements to 15 to 20 minutes before the exams. So onto the hardware and software I use to do my exams. Well, there are quite a few things I use. For example, for a hardware device, I use my laptop, which is an HP Spectre 360 convertible, 13-inch laptop, and it uses an Intel Core i7 8th generation processor. And along with that, one more hardware I use is my phone, which I'm currently using to record this video. It's a OnePlus 6T. It uses a Snapdragon 845 processor. And onto the software devices, since I use a Windows laptop, HP laptop, it uses a Windows operating system, which is an open source software. And as for my phone, it is an Android phone, so that also uses an open source software. And my phone is currently on Android 11, which is the latest version. And to talk about the software devices, the software applications I use, first of all, I use a Google Chrome, which is used to do the online examinations, which is also a closed source software. The website I used to do my online examination on Google Chrome is lms.msme.au.edu. This is where our business school operates all its exams, has all the data, all the sheets we require, all the details, and everything we require for all our MSME examinations. Let's say I run into a problem, my laptop doesn't work or my Wi-Fi stops working. So I obviously personally have to have a backup plan in case any of these problems occur. So I usually keep my brother's laptop with me during examinations, so that in case my laptop runs into any sort of technical difficulty or shuts off, I can use and transfer all my details onto my brother's laptop, as it's the same laptop. And other problem which I could face, and I possibly have once, is my mobile hotspot not working. Therefore, I have to go back to my second best alternative, which is my house Wi-Fi provided by DTAC. I usually prefer using that only if I have any problem with my current mobile hotspot, which is also provided by DTAC. Most of the times it runs brilliantly and has no problem. This question is asking me whether I have encountered any problems during or after or before my midterm examinations. Well, I have, and it wasn't that big of a problem, but since many students log on to the server at once and try to attempt the exam, sometimes the website shuts down and it shows a server error. Usually it's not long before we can get back onto the website. It's usually just a minute at max. So for what I usually do is just give it a bit of time, and patience is the key as always. So I just wait and I just press Ctrl R, which is to reload. And as soon as I do that, I get back onto the website and I can start doing my midterm examination. Currently, example was with fundamentals of managerial accounting, which I had during this midterm examination. Everyone logged into the website all at once, and everyone kept spamming on the line group saying there's an error. So the teacher said give it 5 to 10 minutes, it should be fine. And also because we lost some time, we were given extra time. Alright, so the question about whether I prefer online or on-campus exams. Well, I think majority of the people would say they prefer on-campus exams because there's nothing to worry about in terms of technical difficulties. There would be no connectivity issues, or as a matter of fact, no cheating as well. because I've heard from many people that they make line groups and then they text their friends and communicate and do the exams together, which can be very unfair on people who do the exams without cheating or do the exams very sincerely. So to continue on my previous point about online exams and how some people cheat, well, to prevent those, there are few possibilities. I would personally suggest turning on our cameras while giving exams by logging on into MS Teams with our teacher of the particular subject. And what in that the teacher could ask us to do is keep our cameras on during the exam period, and you can only turn them off only when you are done with the exam and have submitted, which you can show proof to the teacher by sending a screenshot, or even the teacher can actually check as well. So that could be the first one. And the second one would be continuing to the previous point, that when someone's camera is on and if we cheat, we can use Google or anything, right? So what we can do is, as teachers, they can see our screen. Maybe we can screen share, or we can record our screen throughout the exam and then share it with the teacher right after the exam has ended. That would be my second point. And the third point would be related to mathematical questions or which require calculations. In this, what students can do is write down all their calculations, and then at the end of the examination they can send it to the teacher. And the only way they can get marks for that exam would be when the student has submitted the calculation they have done during the exam.